All right, welcome to the Phillip and Casey show.
Woohoo!
Here we are today talking about our Master's Hammer and Chisel journey.
This is our departure of the Phillip and Casey show.
This is the departure because we have already moved on to other workouts.
We're no longer together.
We're no longer working out together. We are done with that.
60 days.
60 days, plenty of time for us to be together. We have completely bonded beyond reason. So that's what this program will do for you. It will bond your marriage.
But now separation is needed because they say separation makes the heart grow fonder.
All right, so what we're doing here today is we're going to tell you a little bit about what we felt about the Master's Hammer and Chisel. In comparison, I would say let's do this in comparison to other programs that we've done, but also what we feel like it did for us.
Okay, so compare it to...
Okay, so here's what I would like to say. Master's Hammer and Chisel is probably in my top 5. But if I was to be honest, it's not one of my top 3. But that's only because my top 3 would probably be P90X2, P90X, and P90X3. Those are my top 3. But after that, this would be right in the Body Beast. As far as Body Beast and this, I would say, are in the same ballpark, but very different programs. So here's what I feel about the program. My goal going into the program was to maintain my weight, my size, and everything else. I feel, well, I know for a fact that my weight did not change from day 1 to day 60. I was 165 on day 1, I was 165 on day 60. So I feel really good about that. I will say this, I feel like I got a little bit bigger up top.
Yes.
A little bit bigger up top, and I do feel like my waist got a little bit smaller, and I do believe my legs are definitely stronger. I don't know if they're any bigger, but they're definitely stronger. I went to do P90X2, P90X2. I'm doing a little hybrid of the 2 programs this past week. And I was telling Casey, there was a lot of things that I noticed that you know, when you first go back to a new program, you don't want to like overdo it. So I was grabbing like 30s to do dumbbell curls, and I was like, oh, 30s aren't enough. And I threw those down and I grabbed some 35s. Even did some 40s at one point in time. I did some balance moves with P90X2, and my balance was spot on right out of the gate, which was good because a lot of times when I get back to P90X2, I'm stumbling and bumbling all over the place because I've lost some of that core strength, lost some of that balance. So this program here is really good as far as, it was good as far as maintaining all the things that I wanted to maintain. So that's my overall review. I would definitely say this is a program I will go back to at some point in time. So I get bored, so like I'll do P90X and P90X2 for 90 days, but after 90 days, you're like, had enough of that because it's really extreme. And then you move on to another program. So this would be one of those, a lot of times I'll do X and X2, and then my filler program is either Body Beast, if I want to add muscle, or I might do an Insanity or an Insanity Asylum type program for 30 to 60 days. So this would be a nice one to do 60 days and then get back to doing some of that more extreme. Because to me, as far as Beachbody programs are concerned, for me anyway, the most extreme programs are still P90X and P90X2. The originals.
And Insanity.
Well, Insanity when it comes to cardio, yes.
You're saying extreme.
I will say, yeah, but I will say my favorite of all of the, what's his name? Shaun T programs is Insanity Asylum. That's my favorite because it's there's a little bit of weightlifting. Tons of push-ups, there's pull-ups involved, there's weight training along with the cardio. So when it comes to Shaun T, I've done Insanity Max 30, I've done Insanity. Those are 2 very similar programs, but Insanity Asylum for me, I think is more extreme, more difficult overall, and I think you'll get better results overall from it. If you're ready for that though, because it's extreme.
So refocusing on hammer and chisel.
Oh, but hammer and chisel, yeah.
Because that's what we're giving a review on.
Yeah, but that's my review. My review is for me. It'll be a filler program.
Okay, so my total review, because I think what y'all want to know is how is the program altogether? Is it more for weight training? Is it more for losing weight? What is it exactly for? I would say if you need to lose weight, you can do it on this program. Do I think you can get to a massive weight loss in 60 days? The answer is no. I don't believe you can. You're definitely going to have to add on at least another month or two, or even keep on going. A lot of times you see infomercials. Okay.
So if you were going to say over 60 days and you're following the meal eating plan, which is the portion control meal eating plan, how much weight, healthy weight, do you think you could lose?
I would say on average you could lose anywhere from 5 to 12, maybe 15 pounds if you're really. It really depends on the person too.
I was going to say 15 to 20.
A really heavier person's going to drop more weight than somebody who only has like 25 pounds to lose. That's going to be harder for you to lose. So it's really that's a trick question, Mr. Phillip.
Yeah, I would say 15 to 20 for the
extreme
average person out there that, I'm not average, but yeah, the person that goes extremely into this and says, I'm going to completely dedicate myself to the eating plan, to the nutrition plan, and do the workouts. If I'm going to do both very strictly, and my goal is to lose weight, and I follow the weight loss meal eating plan, I think 15 to 20 pounds I definitely think that's doable. 21-day fix, 12 to 15. We've seen people lose 10 to 12.
But the nutrition's a lot more extreme on the 21-day fix. You can't go that extreme with your nutrition on this program because you're still doing a lot of weightlifting. And the goal is to get an equal amount of muscle as weight loss. So this program's it's a nice little, I really thought it was a nice little happy in between, because it definitely is for somebody who is either a beginner or an advanced, because as we went along in our journey, we figured out our weights and we were able to push ourselves harder and harder each time, and each review we gave was a better review and a better review and a better review, where early on, not really playing around with the weights very much, it wasn't very good. So I would say that if you're going to lose 20 pounds, you better get ready to step up your game and do mind over matter and just really push yourself to the limits. To me, I think 20 is a little bit extreme for this program in 60 days. But that's just my opinion. But again, I think 15 is totally doable.
Definitely doable.
For the average person, 15 is totally doable. I think more than just weight loss, though, you'll see inches fall off.
Yes.
And the reason I say that is because you are doing the weightlifting in it, and as you're building muscle, especially for people who don't weightlift, like if you are coming off from doing a 21-day fix or a PIO, or you've never worked out really before, your muscles are going to react really awesome to it. And as the muscle breaks down, because you are choosing the right weights and you are lifting the heavy weights, it's going to take more calories to repair those muscles. So I think as long as you really concentrate on your form, you push yourself with your weights, and you really track everything, you'll do really awesome. But I also liked it because it did have the cardio involved. So where a normal routine for me at the gym would take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half, I can get all that done in 30 minutes. And I feel like I got a cardio workout at the same time. So I thought that was kind of fun because the pace of it, it makes your weightlifting routine nice, because I don't feel like I need to go get on a treadmill afterwards or an elliptical afterwards to get cardio in, because I got my cardio during the workout, especially again, if you push yourself. I think that's really the key. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, all of these programs, I mean, you can muddle your way through it and just kind of go through the motions and be done and say, oh.
Well, even some people will lift weights and think they're pushing themselves, but until you have, I am so for a gym buddy, because your gym buddy is going to help you push yourself further. So a lot of times you'll go to the gym and you might, for instance, let me just give last Saturday for an example. I do my same routines, like I went back to the gym and I did a gym routine. But I tell you what, because I had a gym buddy there with me and I was trying to train her, I found myself pushing myself a lot further than what I normally would.
She was trying to impress her, probably.
Not really, but it was one of those things of, it almost felt good to get back in the gym. I know it sounds horrific, because Beachbody is all around working out at home, but I think there's two different people in the world. There's cardio lovers and there's weight lovers. The same thing can go through with, I think there's people that love going to the gym and there's people that love working out at home.
Yeah, and I it's funny because I was just telling her, I think last night we were having this conversation around dinner, and I said to her, I said, you know what, I've really enjoyed this week. Nothing against us working out together, but I said my 1 hour workouts.
It's all about you.
At work, I'm at work. There's no distractions. I'm just in the gym. It's just me and Tony, and I'm usually in there. I know that she mentioned in one of the videos that I yell and I talk and I literally quote the videos as he's talking. I say it right out loud.
It's so annoying.
It's just so weird, but I really enjoy the workouts and I really push myself. When he says, there was one time where he says something like, most people quit before they hit their limit. They quit just a little bit before they hit their limit. He said, and when you do that, you're cheating yourself. And so when you hear him say that, you're like, I gotta keep going until I hit my limit.
So this is a perfect example of a different. He and I are total opposites.
Because I don't need that. I've worked out. I've worked out with other people at different times, and not Casey, because Casey works out really, really hard. But I've worked out with people, and they've almost discouraged me because they're lollygagging and not working out hard, and I get, it messes with my mind, where when I'm in there by myself, I can just push myself. I don't have any distractions, and that's a good thing. I don't like to talk to people when I'm working out.
So I think it really just goes back to, you need to figure out what type of person you are. Are you the type of person that can work out alone at home and get in the gym or in your garage every day? Because I will be honest with you, I have really been struggling with that this week. My workouts have been like non-existent. I've literally done 2 all week. 2. I did legs today and I did Body Beast core the other day. And it goes back to, I am a environment person, and when we first got this gym, I was so excited about it, but I'm really struggling mentally with it because it's one of those things where I'll sit in my room and be like, I should probably go work out, and then I find other things to do and I don't do it. Where if I go to the gym, I get up, I make myself go to the gym, I'm already there, there's no distractions, I put in it's like the environment makes me. So I think I am definitely a gym person. With that being said, I just got to get over that.
Yes.
Now that we've invested so much money in this.
Put too much money into this gym.
But I'm just going to have to get over it. But I think that's a key and very, very important thing for y'all to figure out is, what type of person are you? Because if you're not a person that can motivate yourself to go into your garage or go into your living room or wherever it is that you do it and push play, this program will not work for you. Mm-hmm. Just straight up, it won't. You're going to have to be a self-motivator and motivate yourself every day. And like I said, if you're not,
and it is a good program for couples to do together. I like this. This was a good couples program. A lot of the Beachbody programs are. Well, I say that because some of them aren't. I mean, if you're doing, personally, if you're doing like Insanity or Insanity Asylum, if you're in your living room, which this is where most people are working out, in their living rooms or in a den or something, there's not enough room to be running back and forth and side to side. It gets a little bit congested. But for these workouts here, I mean, by and large, we're able to stand right next to one another and, do squats and do shoulder presses and whatever it might be. We used one bench a lot of times to do our step-ups and step-downs and all kinds of different things. So I think it's a good couples workout.
Well, since you mentioned the bench, I'm going to hit on that again, the equipment that's needed. You will need to invest money. A lot of times, again, people don't understand what all you need to invest in, but again, it goes back to, are you worth the investment? So if you know that this is something that you've set your mind to, then go ahead and invest in some free weights, or they even have the weights now, or they've had them, I guess. It's a block, and you can just like switch the weights instead of buying all the dumbbell sets.
It's cheaper buying the block than all the dumbbell sets. We figured that out.
Yeah, so I would say you really need to, before you invest in a program, really think about all the equipment that's going to be needed. Think about the space, and that way you make the best decision, because this one is going to require you to purchase weights. You're going to need a bench, or you're going to need a stable chair or a stable table.
You need a bench.
I would say benches. To get the most out of the program, we learned you need a bench.
Yeah, and here's the thing, though, when it comes to investing, if you think about the bench, which was like $80 for us or whatever it was, $79, and then you think about your weights, you might spend $300-400 on weights, and then the program itself is what, $90, okay? By the time you've done all of that, what, $300, $400, $500, about $500-600. But once you have all of that, it's yours, right? It's not like a gym membership that you have to keep paying every single month. And the same thing goes for the programs. Once you buy the program, it's your program. You never have to buy that program again, even if you can either use it with DVDs or you could eventually go to Beachbody On Demand and have access to even ton of other free programs. And then you never need that gym membership again.
Yeah. So I wasn't being negative about it. I just want you to understand all the equipment that's needed. You will need that. You're going to need either a pull-up station, or you're going to need somewhere that you can do a latch hook and use the resistant bands for a pull-down. Again, to get the best out of it, it depends on where you are in your workout. If you're a beginner and more advanced, if you're advanced, you need to have a pull-up station. Right. If you're a beginner, the bands are going to be fine for you. But anyway, so those are some of the things that you need to take into consideration. But ultimately, I would say this was a very nice program. I'm with Phillip on the fact that it is one that I think I might go back and revisit. The only reason I say might is I hate cardio, and it has cardio in it.
Well, yeah, but all the programs do.
I know.
But this is a different kind of. See, I don't think of this as cardio. I mean, I look at this as integrated cardio. I mean, cardio is integrated into the program. Yeah. It's not a cardio program. So it's integrated weightlifting / cardio.
Yes, which is why I said it's a nice happy blend.
Yeah, it is a nice happy blend. I enjoyed it. 60 days of it was enjoyable.
And again, we go back to, we don't really have a before and after of I was 20 pounds overweight and now I'm not. I don't have that story for you. All I can tell you is I did not gain weight during this program. I feel like I told y'all my biceps are larger than what they were.
Your body fat percentage stayed at basically the same? Basically the same.
Yeah. It wasn't even quite 1% different, so whatever.
Which is good. Maintenance is good.
Yeah. Now the one thing I will say that went down that I was really happy with was my leg fat. I'd mentioned it in one of our videos before about having trouble grabbing it, so that did go down there.
Yes,
so that to me is nice because I know that my legs.
That's a win.
That's a win. Check. Because I know my legs have been getting bigger. My genes tell me so, but I know that it's not fat making them bigger. My genes tell me so.
Did you tell them what happened to your jeans?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't know, did I?
Probably not.
I ripped my jeans.
She ripped a huge hole in the back.
Oh, you know what? I haven't told him because we haven't done a video. So, yes, I have a brand new pair of jeans because all of my jeans are way too tight in the legs and I don't like them tight on my legs. So I went and bought some new jeans. I was so excited. I finally found some that actually fit because if you have, I don't know, it's a fitness problem.
It's an athletic
build.
Yep.
I have a very small waist, but then I have a larger legs and stuff. So anyway, finding jeans is hard. So I finally found some. I was happy. I went to a funeral, which is why y'all haven't seen me in a while last week. And at the funeral, I didn't realize it until I sat down on a window while I was waiting on my friend to come out. I thought I sat in water. No, I blew a hole, like shredded,
but
demolished both booty cheeks right there for everybody at the funeral.
She sent me the picture and I thought it was very graphic.
Okay, a little TMI. I'm sorry, I wear thongs, so there was no panties to cover the gluteus there.
And I thought, I hope that wasn't out there too long.
My tutu was hanging out.
It was there.
Yeah.
It was definitely
So
there.
I did the whole walk of shame back to the car, and I had to take a picture and send it to him.
But that means your glutes are in good shape.
Yes, so my glutes, that's where I was going to go with this as well, is I think if you are, especially ladies, you will love this one because it does have so much leg work.
Yeah.
It's all legs and glutes almost every single day.
Yeah, and a perfect example is I'm doing a P90X, P90X2 hybrid right now. And for my leg days, it's plyo side. So it's so different than stepping up, stepping down, squatting and lunging, and it's jumping and
max energy.
Yeah, it's more athletic movements.
Yeah.
So it's just very different. So for me, this was so good because when I went to start doing some of the P90X2 moves, I mean the whole thing, P90X2 and P90X this week has felt like the easiest it's ever felt when I started the program. So that'll say Masters Hammer and Chisel definitely prepared me in a very good way for those I'm shocked at how strong I am.
Yeah, it also, I had mentioned before about my cores coming in. You don't really do a whole lot of abs in the basic program. Now you can buy some of the bonus discs. I don't know what they call them. What do they call them? The deluxe discs.
Yeah.
You can buy the deluxe DVDs and they'll give you a glute day and they'll give you an ab day, but we don't have any of the deluxe discs. So really we didn't hit abs that often, but because you are using your core to stabilize you in so many different things, and almost every day you're engaging your core, and no matter what you're doing. And so I feel like my core has really started, especially the upper portion has started taking on some shape again. I feel tighter all around, even when I'm not flexing, I feel nice and tight. And I've also finally got that flatness here again, where for a while it started getting a little bit because I've been bulking. So I feel good there. I just need to work on the lower abs.
Yeah, she's huge.
But with that being said, they're still weak as all get out. Because I did Body Beast's core the other day. You should go back and look at that video.
And she was so sore last night.
I'm still sore. Just getting out of bed hurts.
She can't move.
No, it hurts.
That's good.
So anyway, I think overall I would give 2 thumbs up to Siggy and Autumn's workout. Again, I wasn't
Autumn especially.
That's what I was fixing to say. I wouldn't really say so much for Siggy's workouts. No offense, Siggy, if you watch this. But Autumn's workouts really kicked butt.
Siggy's Body Beast, that's his pocket. He needs to stay in his pocket.
Well, I don't know that it's so much his pocket as much as I don't think they utilized him to his max potential in this program.
Yeah.
I think they really underutilized his abilities because he is an amazing trainer.
Yeah.
And if you've ever done Body Beast, you would know he's an amazing, and his philosophy behind the move placements and stuff is amazing.
A lot of people
But
would say their favorite program in all of Beachbody is Body Beast. As a matter of fact, it's become one of the most popular programs.
It's an amazing program.
Yeah.
But again, it goes back to, I think I almost wish I would do the hammer portion of it for 1 more month just to give him one more shot, but I'm not. But I think if they would throw in a few more of his, it would have been better. But again, it goes back to, they want you to lose the weight, so they have to give you more Autumn. Because if they gave you more Siggy, you wouldn't lose the weight as quickly as you would with Autumn. And it is a 60-day program. That's what I think Beachbody did.
I don't know. I feel good about it though.
Anyway, so if you're interested in the program, click the link above. Phillip will put it there or below, somewhere he'll put it.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna put a link in.
And if you have any questions, let us know. But again, overall review of it is we are more advanced fitness people, I would say. And we both found it challenging once we found the right weights. We both feel really good about the outcome of it. We both feel like we have stronger cores from it. And I feel like I have a stronger, and so do you, base part of it.
Definitely a stronger base, yeah, for me, because I don't do a lot of that type of lifting with my legs. I do a lot of the plyometrics. So this was very different for me, and I was tender a lot of days. I was never like Body Beast build leg sore. And if you've done Body Beast, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The I can't sit on the toilet sore. Yeah, never was that sore.
Those are horrific.
Oh yeah, I know. But those legs days when you can't even get out of bed, that's the Body Beast leg day. But never had one of those days, but definitely was tender quite often. Yeah.
Sorry.
Have a good one.